International Institute and is based on a need perceived by the Institute's management in educating young people in the emerging fields of management and information technology.
We started in 2011 with a handful of students, but our focus, our vision and our mission has always been to provide the best academic education to not only students from Gambia, but from all over Africa. So this campus is for all over Africa. But Gambia benefits by having 10% of the students being taught free.
The College of Management and Information Technology is described as a unique project that will combine both academic and professional certificates and ensuring that their products fit well in the labor market.
We are starting a college that combines academic qualification with professional certification. Every student that comes into CIT graduates not only with a bachelor's degree, but also leaves with a professional certificate. Secondly, every student that comes to CMIT is not only going to be imbued with theoretical knowledge, but is also going to have hands-on, such that he is able to go into the industry and fit in seamlessly. That is our promise to the people of Gambia. That is our promise to our students. That is our promise to the world at large.
A seemingly result-oriented head of school dilates on the humble beginnings of what started with a handful of students and now boasting of a staggering number drawn from across Africa.
10% of our student population is from Gambia, and they study free of charge. So we bring up the educational aspect of it. We have doctors, which we get from overseas, and they provide free services at government hospital, like Serakunda Hospital, to the population. We want to make an impact, not only with the government, but to the people of Gambia.
Technological progress would continue to grow at a rapid pace, and thus the accompanying and supporting of such advances may require trained manpower. And the Gambia government, it seems, does not lose sight of that fact.
The utilization of new technologies such as this shall depend upon the availability of qualified professionals. And building such capacity is one of several development opportunities provided for us by His Excellency the President of the Republic of the Gambia, President Jammeh, to ensure continuous socio-economic progress in the Gambia. Mr. President, I was also equally nervous when you spoke to me about the exam. But the results you have just announced, having the top student scoring 99% in such a difficult area, is a clear testimony of President Jammeh's slogan that when it comes to education, the sky is the limit.
A conducted tour of the magnificent edifice reveals comfortable classroom spaces with state-of-the-art telecommunications infrastructure to meet the unique needs of students. Samuel Ba, GRTS.
The Ministry of Information, Communications and Infrastructure has presented a 15 kVA generator to the Ministry of Justice. The donation, which forms part of ongoing structural change at the Justice Ministry, is believed to provide the Justice Ministry's energy consumption needs. Lamin Kamara, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Information, Communication and Infrastructure, believes the generator would greatly enhance the work of the Ministry of Justice. Speaking on behalf of the beneficiary ministry, Basiru Mahoney and Solicitor General extends his minister's appreciation for the donation while promising the donors of the proper utilization of the equipment. Well, time now to take our first break. We'll be back with news from outside the Gambia.
Under the distinguished patronage of His Excellency the President, Sir Professor Dr. Alhaji Yahya AJJ Jammeh, the Gambia Radio and Television Services Staff Association is organizing a fundraising gala dinner and dance with the renowned Senegalese superstar TITI. Yes, it's TITI live in the Gambia, courtesy of the Staff Association of the National Broadcaster. Friday, May 23rd, 2014 is the Mega Gala dinner at the Benjamin Hall, Paradise Suites Hotel, commencing at 8 p.m. Platinum tables, $60,000, diamond tables, $50,000, gold tables, $40,000, and individual tickets, $1,000 only. Saturday, May 24, 2014 is the Grand Dance at the Paradise Suites Hotel, commencing at 8 p.m. Tickets, $300, VIP, $500 only. Surprise Gambian artists will also perform on both events. Support the Gambia Radio and Television Service Staff Association to ensure enhanced service delivery and make GRTS a world-class national broadcaster and pace setter in the sub-region. TITI live in the Gambia, courtesy of the GRTS Staff Association.
Welcome back. The search for Nigeria's missing children is intensifying, and so is the defiance of the militant group suspected of abducting the more than 200 girls in Borno State. In a video message, the leader of Boko Haram group warned his group would sell the girls into slavery. Meantime, reports say another group of girls numbering 8 have been abducted in Borno State. We have details in this report.
Posted on the internet shows the leader of Boko Haram claiming responsibility for the abduction of more than 200 schoolgirls in northeastern Nigeria. Abubakar Shekau threatens to sell them as slaves. Kidnapped 3 weeks ago from this school in Chibok, the girls aged between 12 and 17 are reportedly in neighboring countries. Cameroon shares a 2,000-kilometer-long border with Nigeria. The Cameroonian Minister of Territorial Administration, currently in Abidjan, insists that his government's actions against Boko Haram have intensified in northern Cameroon. We are concerned about the current situation, and we are adopting the best possible strategy. All measures have been taken to reinforce the presence of security forces in the region. Nigeria has 4 neighboring countries, and they all deny allegations that the schoolgirls kidnapped in Chibok are currently on their soil. Niger's interior minister, who was attending a security exercise in Côte d'Ivoire, says joint operations by Niger and Nigeria to break Boko Haram's neck are effective. In any case, in Niger, Boko Haram has no respite. I think our action is effective, discreet, but effective. We have a joint border patrol with Nigeria. We cooperate with Nigerian security services, and everything is running very smoothly. In Nigeria itself, the abducted girls' parents continue with their protest demonstrations. Some of them were arrested, then released. But despite this mobilization and the reinforcement of security forces, suspected Boko Haram Islamists kidnapped 8 more girls in another village in Borno State in the country's embattled northeast.
A military court in DR Congo has cleared majority of military personnel of rape charges. Only 2 were convicted for the offense. The men were standing trial for various crimes committed in Minova during the height of the M23 rebellion. Lawyers of the victims say they are disappointed by the verdict. We have details in this report.
High-profile trial, and the verdict surprised many people. The Congolese military court in Goma found almost all the soldiers on trial not guilty of a large number of rapes committed in November 2012 in Minova, in the east of the country. Of the 39 defendants, only 2 were found guilty of rape and murder. A third was sentenced for rape only. 22 other officers were found guilty of not following orders, looting, and wasting ammunition. The others were acquitted of all charges. These soldiers have already been fired from the army because the Congolese army is a professional one. There is no room for delinquency in our army. Lawyers for the victims were very disappointed. They had registered some 190 rapes and murders and hundreds of cases of pillaging. The crimes were committed in Minova, some 80 kilometers from Goma, by Congolese army soldiers as they retreated after Goma was taken by M23 rebels at the end of November 2012. The lawyers say the verdict simply ignores the huge number of rapes that took place in Minova. Others say they are satisfied. Here at the Goma hospital, for example. They say the trial took place and soldiers were convicted, the most important thing. We need justice because we need to see women's rights respected in our country.